that's working then, shall we? Let's go. No, appears to be. Finally. Let's just. Good evening, Paul. How are you doing? I was a little late starting. Typical of me, of course. Haven't even poured myself a drink yet. But I'm about to fix that. A bit more that in there. Too strong. I think I overdid it on the gin. Volume is a little low. Let me just. Seems to be working okay. My mixer's saying it's coming out relatively loud, so let's see what Kay says when she arrives. Hello, Kay. How you doing? How's my volume, Kay? Is it a little low? Because Paul's saying it's he thinks it's a little low. But the mixer in Streamlabs is suggesting that it's coming through. Just need to turn my tone down so we don't get any. You've turned your speaker up. Okay. I don't think anything's different, Paul. Not from my side. I've not changed anything since last time. Don't even know where the chilled. That's what I like on a New Year's Eve. Chilled, relaxed, not too much fuss. We can't be doing with the New Year's Eve parties anymore. Too much faff. How you doing, Kay? You okay this evening? Hello there, Matthew. Hello, George. Nice to see you. Might need to turn the speakers up a bit because my volume apparently isn't as loud as it usually is. Thank you, Matthew. I haven't worn this one in a long time. It only just fits me. I must have put on a pound or two since I last wore it. It's one of my favourite dresses as well. I've had it years. Thank you very much. How are you doing this evening? You are correct, Kay. It is my first gin of the evening. Yes, it won't be my last because I'm sticking on gin tonight. I was going to go out and get some Prosecco or something, but I didn't. So I'm going to celebrate with gin. And what are you drinking this evening, people? You drinking, Paul, Kay, George, Matthew? Or am I drinking alone? I very much doubt that. Okay, you've been catching up with Back to the Future. I haven't watched them in a while. I think my favourite one is the third one though. The when they're in the Wild West. First one's very good, of course. I'm not so keen on the second one. I didn't think it was as good. Matthew, all good, just chilling with some beers. Didn't want to go out tonight, too cold. Don't blame you, Matthew. It's far too cold, certainly here. It's I'd rather be in the warm with a nice gin and tonic, heating on, and a few friends around me. Online, of course, but that's the next best thing. Okay, you've not cracked your first yet. Well, come on. 10 to 11k. What's going on? Paul's not drinking, but I know you're not drinking too much at the moment, so you got yourself a bottle of scotch or two saved up for an occasion now, I believe. Kay's going for the tinny first. Then you might migrate to the wine. I don't think I've ever mixed lagers or beers with wine. Seems like an odd combination to me, but maybe it's just me. Probably is. Yeah, I share that sentiment, Matthew. Glad it's all over. Back to normal. Christmas is it's a great time of year when you've got kids around. If you're a kid, it's great. If you've got kids around, it's great. But when you get to an age where you're an older group of family members, no kids around, to give the party a little bit of energy, it almost feels like getting together for the sake of it. So I'm typically, I like Christmas. I like the vibe, you know, a bit of the music, watching a few movies, the little festive bits of pieces of food that come out. But for me, that's all I look forward to. Bar humbug. That's all I can say. Okay, you've just got the third one to watch. Have you not seen them before then, Kay? I'm assuming you're doing a rewatch, are you? What did you say earlier? You said catching up with Back to the Future. You have seen them, I take it, and you're doing a rewatch. Yes, George, I'm having a drink. Are you drinking tonight, George? You going to have a drink with us? Or do you stay off the drink when you're at home? All three. I assume that's talking about your bottles of scotch. I know you got a few saved up. Beer before wine, fine, as the saying goes. That's interesting, Kay, because I've never heard that saying before. Are you making that one up? Good evening, Michael. How you doing? George, you are correct. This one is shorter. I swear it's shrunk in the wash because I used to be able to get into this comfortably, and I'm sure it used to be longer than this. I think I've shrunk it. I've tried to. Oh, God, I think I just broke some stitching there. So this might be the last time I ever wear this dress. It's a bit tighter than I remember. I'm probably going to burst out of it before the night's out. Preferably not on YouTube. Yeah, but it's definitely shorter, George. Might have to change dress at some point. Are you saving those for an occasion, Paul? Or is it simply a case of you just having a break from drinking at home? Ah, you've seen them all, okay. So you're just doing a refresh. Which one did you think was the best one? So the first one was very good. The second one I thought was okay, but wasn't as good. I thought the third one was very good as well. Was probably my favourite. George says it hasn't shrunk and I should wear it on a date. I'm not sure about that, George. It's definitely shrunk. I think the sleeves were a little... No, these were always 3/4 sleeves. But it is short and tight around there. I have definitely shrunk this dress. How embarrassing. I'm actually seriously thinking about changing my dress. I might have to before it rips. You learn the saying in Germany, and they know about drinking. That is true. The Germans do know. Well, they know when it comes to drinking beer. Anyway, so beer before wine, fine, is a German saying in its origin. Cool. Every day's a school day. Paul, you're having a break from drinking for a bit. It's not a bad thing. I don't drink much at home, to be honest. I only ever drink when I've got company, regardless of whether that's Steph coming round, or me going online and doing some cam. That's the only time I drink. If I'm not doing that, I don't drink at all. I can't remember the last time I had a drink when I wasn't doing some social of sorts. It always feels that it's a nice thing to do when you're having a social, but other than that, I'm not a big drinker. Kay, you have your pink hair on tonight and you daren't log into Fab with it. No. Pink hair and glasses, you know you'll be mistaken for, well, two people, possibly. Michael, I could stand up, but you won't see me in full. I can't move the cam, so it's it's a bit of a sort of difficult thing to do. So you only see the bottom. If I just switch to my Streamlabs, I can actually see live what I'm doing rather than the delay. So it's there you go. You like them all, Kay, but you think the first two are the best. Cool. And dress looks lovely. That plays on music. Thank you, Kay. Just feeling a little. Please remove your heels. Ali A365. Firstly, it's not a directing room. You could start with a hello, how are you, rather than just turning up and treating it like a directing room. Just saying. Okay. Gonna be one of those nights. Most of the gin ends up on Nicole's carpet, Paul. Good job, it's a clear liquid. That's not strictly true. I think I did spill some last time. But I think that's the first time I've done it, Kay. Paul's highly amused by something, no doubt. I wonder what. Hello, Vlad. Can't do smoke rings. Can't do smoke rings with a cigarette. I mean, I can, but not very well. Can't do it with a vape. I get that, Ali, but still, most people come in and they say hello and engage a little first. It's just good manners. Thank you, Michael. I think the dress is a little tighter than it needs to be. Like I said, I think I've kind of shrunk it in the wash. So it used to be a bit more of a comfortable fit. It's quite vapey, this one, Vlad. Paul's, Kay's comment, spilling the gin. Really, honestly, I don't spill gin that much. Anyone would think I'm clumsy with my drinks. I've probably spilt the odd one on cam before, but I don't waste my gin very often. Might be getting me mixed up with someone else. I wonder who. Spilling gin? Has Steph spilt gin on my sofa before? Maybe you're meaning Steph. No problem, Ali. No problem. Welcome to my little YouTube. And Happy New Year to you. Only 19. I wish I was 19 again. Crikey. Making me feel old. Indeed, Kay, we're all friends here. Quite a few people know each other. from other live streams in various places on the net. Where are you from, Ali? Which part of the world are you from? And Vlad as well. I don't think I've seen you before on anywhere on any of my streams or comments. I know Kay and Paul and George are from the UK. I think Matthew or Michael, I know one of you is. One of you is up in Yorkshire, if I'm not mistaken. I think we mentioned it last time, so near where Kay is. No, not Steph, another friend of ours. Another friend of ours. Spilling gin. I can't think who that is. Dina? Ah, you're up in Scotland. Cool. I've only been to Scotland once, long, long time ago. It's when I went skiing. I went to stayed near Glen Shee. Lovely part of the world. I liked it up there. And I'm from the UK, down in Gloucestershire. So what did, let me just go back. You asked if I'd remove my heels. I can take the shoes off just for a little while. Let me just check Streamlabs. Okay. All seems to be running smoothly. Cool, that's a result. So who are you referring to then, Kay? Spilling drinks? I can't think who that is. Lauren. Davina. It's got to be Davina. Chat suddenly stopped. Has this dropped out? Just oh, there we go. Bingo. Bingo, it's Davina. Yes, Davina does have her moments. Poor girl. I'll have to keep an eye out for her tonight. She'll probably knock back a few drinks. Just check that. Don't ever find but quite a delay. Yeah, I have this delay on my streams. I haven't quite figured it out yet. I don't know if it's typical of most streams, but there's always a 15-20 second delay on my streams. Although the delay you're hearing earlier was probably more down to me slowing down as I went through the messages, just to keep things flowing a little bit more. So I wasn't responding to every message immediately. I was working through them a little bit slowly. Otherwise you get to the point like this where I'm at the last one and I've got nothing to respond to, so we've got 10 people watching. 10 people watching. Hello. Do say hello if you haven't already. Don't bite. Amy did say she might join us at some point, Kay, but she's been sleeping sort of late evenings the past few days, so there's every chance she's fallen asleep and won't be on. There is Kay, but because of you have to factor in upload speeds. If you try to push too much in terms of the latency, you can end up with a very laggy stream. Let's have a look at my settings. see. Can't remember where's my latency. Can't remember where to find it. I used to know. Because I haven't done much YouTube of late. Is that down? I don't know. I'll have to look into it next time. Although I could Google it now, it's all very quiet, isn't it? Good question, Kay. What's everyone been up to tonight? What's the highlight? Highlight of what? Highlight of their Christmas? Or year? Highlight of my year was getting out more towards the end of the year. Saw a couple of good gigs as well. Went to see a band called Dead Posey. Highly recommend it if you like. What would I liken it to? I'd liken it to a little like Marilyn Manson. They were very good. Dead Posey. And then I saw Delilah Bomb, which was something very different for me. Also very good though. I call that a sort of rock rap. Angry rock rap, I'd call it. It's such a thing. What was I looking for? I was looking for... Right, let's just do a little check there. There we go, it's exactly. Right, that's all very well, but right, let's have a little look. Is in the advanced settings? There is. Okay. Right, let's get it up on the screen so I've got that next to that. Granted process. Normal. Above normal. Okay, I'm going to change something. I don't know if it's going to help at this point though. Stream delay. Where's stream delay? Might not be a good idea to do this actually mid. Oh, so there we go. See if we can bring the delay down then. See if we can bring it down to 5 seconds. Let's see what happens. It's probably not going to change anything in it now, but okay. See, I've changed that now, and what I'm seeing is a little bit of ghosting. Is the audio still working? The fireworks have started already. Yeah, we had some earlier. About 6, 7 o'clock, but it's all gone very quiet here at the moment. No doubt in 35 minutes it'll all kick off. There'll be lots of fireworks. So have you noticed any difference to the stream itself? Is it is it still running smoothly enough for you, or does it look like it's slightly? Because I've changed the settings on my in Streamlabs and reduced the delay to from 20 down to a smaller number. I can't remember what I set it to. Yeah, it's not a good time of the year for dogs or pets generally, of course. I'm not a big fan of fireworks. I think fireworks personally should be reserved for displays only. I don't think people should be able to use fireworks. As a general rule, there should be organised displays. You think the stream is okay? Just a delay on the chat. I'll have a word with you about it afterwards, Kay. You can tell me. I'll ask a few questions about it. See if. Problem is, my upload speed isn't particularly fast, so if I go tinkering with it too much, it could mess the stream up altogether. It's one of the reasons why I'm considering getting myself another internet provider. I'm kind of tied into Virgin Media now for 18 months, and I wish I'd changed, but I'm thinking about getting an independent service provider and just using their internet instead. So I've got the same upload and download speeds, because with Virgin you only, whilst you can get your 500 megabits download or gig or whatever, they limit the upload to 50, which probably isn't enough for streaming. And there goes the first gin. I think I'm going to need a few of those tonight. It's going to be let's go for a generous one on this one. I agree with you on fireworks. People go crazy around my area. Yeah, there needs to be some control on it. I think it would be better if I think it'd be good for the organised events as well. But then the organised events need to make them more affordable for people. I don't think they should be looking to profit off these big events. Throw it out there at an affordable price. Not that you need to go into an event, of course. You can literally stand roadside outside and you can still see the show anyway. So right, that's going to be quite a strong one. Yeah, see, Kay, there's no delay on the chat. There's a delay on the stream, so, which I know about, because if I watch this stream through Streamlabs, I see the video live. If I watch it actually through my YouTube page, it's delayed by about 15-20 seconds. I've got a test for you, Kay. Send me a message on WhatsApp just saying hello, Nicole, and then send the same message straight away on the YouTube chat, and then I can see what the delay is. I'm seeing it all. No, I'm seeing it quicker, Kay. You put out your message saying type got it, and literally Paul's got it came up within 3 seconds of you posting your message. Which means that Paul saw your message literally the moment it hit the chat, and his message got posted immediately. Right, so I just got the message from Kay saying, hello Nicole on WhatsApp. Hello Nicole has come through on there. So Kay, I got your WhatsApp and then literally a second later you typed it on here as well. So your messages are coming through absolutely live. However, the answer you're hearing is going to come about 20 seconds after I saw that. So you still won't have seen it at this point and this point, because you're seeing a delayed stream. So you're seeing my stream probably 20 seconds after I've actually said anything. That's where the delay is. And I think it might be set up, and I think YouTube has its I think it forces a delay anyway, because obviously it's got algorithms running which you know, AI checks for profanity and all sorts of things in chat. So and also what goes on the cam. So I think there's a delay to protect YouTube. I might be wrong, but I think they force a delay, and it's not all about latency. I might be wrong there. Let's see who we got. Still got 8 people watching. Yeah, Kay, your WhatsApp and your message on YouTube literally came through one after the other. So the assumption is that when you send me a WhatsApp, it comes through instantly, and therefore the message you just posted to me is coming through instantly. I think it is, Paul. I think you're right. She's got a dodgy stopwatch. She should have asked for a new one for Christmas, of course, but now she's going to have to wait a whole year for it. An egg timer, it could possibly be. It's not very accurate, is it? Bless. So I think Kay's timing how long it says me to respond to the messages. But literally the moment I saw them, Kay, I gave you a response. So that's the amount of delay on the stream. But I'm not sure there's a lot we can do about it. Unless I get a super fast internet with upload that matches the download. "70 seconds. Okay. That is a long time. That's a lot longer than it should be. But hey ho, it is what it is. I can't do anything about it, Kay. I'll do a little Google search on it tomorrow. But I looked into this, I think last year, same problem. It was just too slow. But I couldn't find a solution for it. I came to the conclusion that it's just the delay that YouTube put in place so that they can protect things like copyrights on music and stuff. So that AI can literally just cut in, end of stream, before the copyrighted music goes out. That explains why you can never cook boiled eggs properly. Mystery solved. So was this all about boiled eggs? There we go. Mystery solved. Definitely an egg timer. If it had been 3 minutes, I would have agreed. But 70 seconds, I'd say it's a broken egg timer. Hello there, T. Mason. Thank you very much. One of my old dresses, had this years. As I said earlier, it's a little bit tight and short on me. I think I've shrunk it in the wash, but it seems to be going down quite well. I'm gonna have to get this. I'm gonna have to find this dress again and buy it. I wore this out for a night out in Bristol once, and I never would have worn it if it was as tight as this. Maybe it's Christmas. Maybe I've eaten too many mince pies. Too much Christmas pudding. It looks new. You look after your stuff. I try to. I probably, it's probably more a case of I've bought quite a lot of dresses, so I don't wear them that often, so they tend to last longer. I think I've got a couple of dresses which I have worn more often, and they probably need replacing. This is one of those that I kind of save for certain occasions, so it's had less wear than most of my others. You're going for another drink? Be right back. That's a good idea, Kay. I totally endorse that decision. You getting a tinny, or are you going on to the wine now? Elle McPherson cheekbones. Thank you very much, T. Mason. People do say I've got cheekbones, although there is a little bit of contouring going on, you know. have to make the most of the makeup, but I've got a little bit of cheekbone. Probably enhanced it a bit with some makeup. As girls do. That's where I want that. Do I know you, T Mason, or are you somebody who's just passing through? And I don't recognise the handle, so I don't know if I've spoken to you before. And if you're just passing through, how did you find my live stream? I'm always curious. I'm not a big YouTuber, so. I know you, Michael. Ah, okay. There we go. Hello, Michael. How you doing? Nice of you to stop by. You've just dropped your VPN for that last message, but similar delay. Yeah, I'll have to investigate it more, Kay, when I'll do some trial runs, see if I can make a few adjustments to the settings. Maybe I can get you to help me with it when I test it. You've gone with another tin for now. Update on the pink hair. Alarming amount of evidence is being shed. Okay. That was one you bought off Temu, wasn't it? Which I fully support, but you do get the odd poor quality item. Shouldn't be shedding that much, Kay. Much happier now. Thank you, Michael. Your first time visiting me live. Okay. Yeah, I guess so. I don't do that many live streams anyway, so yeah, it probably is, isn't it? Glad you managed to catch me. No co-host tonight, no. Steph's out tonight playing her guitar. She's doing a gig, but she is, once she's finished her gig, she's nipping home very quickly, and then she's coming here, but she probably won't be here until about 1 a.m, by which time I probably would have ended the stream and we'll go on to Fab or Webby or something afterwards. So she will be about later. Ooh, 11 people watching. That's a new high for me. I get excited by 11. I was just dropped to 10. Should have kept my mouth shut. But only 2 of you chatting, or 3 of you chatting. Kay, Paul and Michael. Go on, do say hi. Don't be shy. Okay, you get what you pay for. That's true. Well, actually, no, I'd say sometimes you get more than what you pay for. Sometimes you definitely get a lot less than what you pay for. It's a bit, I was going to say, it's not hit and miss, but there are certainly some really bad deals to be had on Temu. There are some absolute bangers. This hair, I've been wearing this hair for 3 months now. This was one of my best Temu purchases. I love it. Absolutely love it. They might have thought you were Maddie. What are you saying? It's just while Matt is not here to see you writing that. She wouldn't be impressed. Oh, good question, Michael. Do you have a favourite or least favourite New Year's? If so, which year? I can tell you what my least favourite was, although I can't be accurate with it. I would say it was somewhere between. So I'd have been. It's a bit of a window of. I was with a girlfriend. I was with her for 8 years, and I remember we went to a New Year's party, and this guy was relentlessly hitting on my girlfriend. And to say it, you know, it was okay to begin with. I kind of, you know, was fine with it. She wasn't playing up to him. He was just being a tit. But eventually it got a bit annoying, and the more he drank, the more annoying it became, and the more annoyed I became, the more I drank. So that's one I would say is probably my worst one. She actually gave him. Sorry, she gave. So he gave my girlfriend his baseball cap at the end of the night. And I was that pissed off, and I was a bit younger then. I took a black marker pen and wrote wanker across the front of it. My girlfriend wasn't particularly impressed by that, but it was one I prefer to forget, to be honest. Memorable ones, I don't think anything particularly stands out. Uh, no, I haven't really got one that. I haven't really got one. I mean, to be honest, I did this last year and I've done it again this year. I kind of enjoy this, just getting onto YouTube, being around a few friends, and doing this. This is, for me, this is perfect. No fuss, nice evening, a few drinks, a few friends around, albeit online, but it's the way I like it. I had 14, did I, earlier? Oh wow, okay, thank you for the update. Okay, that's your noting. New record, 14. And yet only 3 or 4 people talking. Come on, people. Don't bite. Ali, what am I? A cross-dresser or a transgender woman? I class myself as a T-girl. I'm gender fluid, so I'm not going to transition, but I do consider myself trans. I'm certainly not a cross-dresser. I'm well past the days of. It was a fair question, Paul. Uh, I know I know some people who dress fully and present fully as female who will still call themselves a cross dresser, and there are some who will call themselves a trans woman. It's the labels are a little bit confusing. Everybody's got their own definition. For me, a cross dresser would be someone who doesn't look particularly feminine, just chooses to wear the underwear because they enjoy it. I'm certainly not that anymore. I do go out places. I go out to public places. I've been to gigs and stuff before as Nicole, but I've got no desire to live my life full time. So definitely transgender, but I label myself a T-girl. Hopefully that was an explanation that worked for you. How was that, Paul? Okay, what do you reckon, Michael? Did that make sense? It's a confusing one, honestly. I guess the bottom line is when I dress, I like to put on a full look, presenting as female. And I like to go out and do social stuff. I like to go out to places which are sometimes scene venues, um, occasionally public places. And then it all comes off and I just live the other half of my life. And I live a bit of both. So there's no rhyme or reason to it, really. What are you laughing at then, Paul? Probably me wondering what kind of answer I'm going to come up with. It's a minefield, honestly. Oh, the baseball cap story. Okay. My God, that was 5 minutes ago. You can't be having that much of a delay, surely. Yeah, honestly, Paul, that was a Christmas Eve. Sorry, a New Year's Eve. I was young as well, so it didn't help that my beautiful girlfriend was getting hit on by this guy, and I was able to deal with it to a certain degree, but it pissed me off. Black marker pen, which was wrong thing to do because by that stage, this was the following day, of course. He was out of the picture. My girlfriend had a baseball cap, and I kind of destroyed it. It wasn't a good thing to do, but we live and learn. How long have I been a T-girl? So again, I started this journey. What do I want to say? This was a long time ago. I might be a bit older than you. I don't know. So basically, I've been doing this for 4 decades. 4 decades, really, more or less. Yeah, almost 4 decades, not quite. My early years would have been cross-dressing, so I would have put myself into the cross-dresser bracket, and I was probably in that for maybe 5 years or so. And then I started to work on a more complete look because I wanted to go out and I had opportunities to do that. So it all triggered really when somebody said, you look great. Do you want to go out clubbing? I'd never been clubbing before, and it took off from there. So yeah, I've been doing this probably fully like this, probably certainly for 30 years. Yeah, and enjoyed every moment of it. And I'm enjoying it more now than I ever have done before. As I was saying to Kay recently, I'm having the best time of my life. Going out more, enjoying life. Thank you, Paul. That's the response I was looking for. You're going to get me riled up again, aren't you? She shouldn't have accepted the baseball cap. Good answer. Exactly what I probably thought at the time. You're absolutely right. She shouldn't. I wonder if I made that point at the time. Ali, how old do you think I am? Now be nice. Do what everybody does. Think of a number. Have a look. Think, yeah, that's the number. Knock off 10 years and then give me your response. I won't be offended whatever the answer is. Well, I might be. If you come back with 76, then not impressed. Not known Nicole for long, Paul, but I know that if you cross her, that you cross her at your peril. Not in a violent way, of course. She carries her preferred weapon in a velvet glove or a velvet dress, as Paul says. I can, yeah, of course, I can be spiky, but only when people deserve it. And in certain sites, it's well deserved, of course. I'm just waiting to see what Ali comes back with. Guessing my age. Oh, the fireworks have started. Oh, the fireworks have started. There we go. And that's because it's midnight. Happy New Year, everyone. Happy New Year. 29. 29. Oh, Ali, I love you. Would you be surprised, Ali, if I said I'm 56? You know what they say, if the cap fits, indeed. Sadly, it did fit her. But that's, you know, she didn't want to wear it after I'd vandalised it, of course. I saw to that. And she's a little older than her teeth. Oh. Loads of fireworks around here. Have you got fireworks banging off everywhere? I assume you have. Thank you very much, Ali. Thank you. I appreciate that. It's a compliment. But yes, I'm a long way down the line. I wish I was 19 again. I really do. You've got it all ahead of you. I just hope the world's a better place than you know, it seems to be going. It's anyway, I'm not going to get started on that. I'm lucky. I was around in the 80s, and the 80s was an amazing time. So that's something I certainly don't regret, but I do wish, you know, do wish I was a bit younger, of course. Want to see how the world develops in the next 50, 100 years. Mind you, none of us will be here then, so what am I talking about? Right, back to, she's a little older than her teeth. I think I mentioned that one, didn't I? I already said that. Yeah, that's the thing, still hot. Thank you. Happy New Year indeed, all. You got them going there, Kane. You can hear mine as well. Yeah. Going off everywhere, so they go. Yeah, I imagine they are for everybody, aren't they? It sounds like they're only coming from one place over there, though. Normally we got some over the back. There's quite a few people around here who fire off fireworks over Guy Fawkes night, and so I expected a few more. It's not as loud as it usually is. Anyway, there we go. We're now in 2026. Good God. How did we get here? My God, I can still remember when people were getting worried about the millennium and everything falling to pieces. Here we are 26 years down the line. So here's a question for you all 10 of you who are watching. That includes the people who are watching and not actually saying anything. What are your New Year's resolutions? And whilst you think of your answers, I've got to think of mine. What were mine? Mine are quite lame, really. In fact, I've only got one. Or have I? No, mine is to go out more as Nicole, because I'm, you know, as you know, most of you know, I'm part-time, gender fluid. Mine is to get out more, but it's to do more in public. So I want to get out. I want to start a night out, a monthly night out in Cheltenham for trans and trans-friendly people. And I want to do more gigs and other stuff. Like I've never been to the cinema like this. I just want to do regular stuff. So it's lots more of this regular stuff for Nicole to do. So that's pretty much it for me. Hello there, awful horse. You still have 7 hours to go. You're in Alberta, Canada. Well, I wish you a happy new year now, because my stream won't be running for 7 hours, sadly. But it's very nice to see you here, and thank you for stopping by. Canada's one of those places in the world I haven't been to. Well, let's start again. There's lots of places in the world I haven't been to. It's one of those places I haven't been to, but I really would like to go to. Canada does have some appeal. Double your income. That's your well, that's a fair shout. If you wait later tomorrow, you'll be happy. Come on, people. You must have something. You must have something a little bit more ambitious than that. And I mean things that are in your control. So double my income, you know, out of your control. Paul has a resolution to stop making them. Yeah, is that so that you're not faced with disappointment every year when you don't quite hit your targets, Paul? What what's my heel size? Oh, hair. What's my heel size? Are you asking me what's the height of my heels or what is my shoe size? If you're asking for the heel size in terms of its height, they are 5 inches. These ones. So these are about my limit. I've got higher heels than this. I've got 6-inch heels, but they're not for walking in. They're for sitting on the sofa. Just chatting to people. So these are 5 inches. If you're asking about my foot size, on the larger side, I mean 9.5. If I'm going to be generous. Although I have got into some 9s before. So I could claim 9. Okay, yours is the same one every year. Cut down on the alcohol. Always a fail. Go with making the effort and getting down to see Nicole and Steph in 2026. That's a good one, Kay. And that's one I expect you to hit, because I've told you you're welcome to come down. Steph would love to meet you as well, so we'll take you out. And if you don't, this gets put up on my channel, so I can remind you of it anytime I want. So you'll be reminded of it if you don't do it. Yeah, foot size, Ali, 9.5 is probably, it varies. I can get into some 9s, some brands I have to go to a 10, unfortunately. I'm very tall. I'm 6 foot tall as well. So if you put all those things into, you know, factor it in, then yeah, you know, what can you do? Hello, Matthew. Welcome back. Evening's going well, thank you, Matthew. It's just turned midnight, so we've done the New Year's, Happy New Year and all that. Matthew, are you the one who was, I couldn't remember if it was you or the Michael that comes in, one of you's from Yorkshire. Are you the Yorkshire guy? I can't remember which one of you was from the UK and which one wasn't. What did she mean by that? 6 foot tall, large feet. You know, we're not going to go there. We're not going to go there. I was kidding, Paul, when I said about disappointment. I was just kidding. not having to care about it. No, yeah, I agree with that. I don't really lay out resolutions generally. I don't see the point. If you want to do something, you'll do it anyway. You don't need to make a New Year's resolution to do it. And if you don't do it, then you shouldn't feel bad for not doing it. So it's just one of those traditional things, isn't it? You're in Derbyshire. Right. Okay, that rings a bell. So I think it was maybe it was the other guy. Maybe it was Michael, um, who was also on the chat on Christmas Eve. I think he might have said he was from Yorkshire, because I remember one of you was from up Kay's neck of the woods. What have you said? What have you said? Oh, oops, you've said it now. Oh, do you mean referring to your last? You know, you're committed now, Kay. Yeah, she is. She's on record, official. So if Kay doesn't come down for a night out with me and Steph, you all heard it here. And I will tell you how to contact her, and you can hit her with a barrage of how lame. You said. Is Ali going? Is Ali going? You said bye, Ali. I can't see a message from Ali. Something's playing up, obviously. It is official and documented, stamped and sealed. Time's it? 12:15. So Steph will just be coming off stage now, apparently. She said her gig was going to finish about 12:15. So she will be stopping by in about 45 minutes. Is Ali gone? He said bye. Or is that a prediction, Paul? Indeed. Okay. You've got to commit to it now. Sound at Streamlabs. Just. Two beauties in one room. Are you seeing something I'm not, Matthew? What do you mean Kay coming down? You don't know Kay, do you? Or Steph stopping by, of course. I've said so many things in the last few minutes. I'm kind of lost with it now. Yeah, Steph might be stopping by. I don't know if I'll still be running the stream when she comes though. Depends how many people are chatting. Thought that was a reason to go. Oh, you thought that was a reason to go. Okay. Chat's gone now. What was it? It was I don't know, Ali might still be here. Still 8 people watching. This is a bit like Fab. 2 or 3 people chat, and then you get lurkers who sit and watch and don't say a lot. The nice thing about Fab is that when I've got people in a chat room who are lurking, I normally end up blocking them, but I can't really do that on here because I don't know who they are. And quite honestly, I'd rather they just say hello and, you know, join in the chat. But double vision, Matthew. I know, I think he's seeing things. Although I'm sure he was referring to, I did mention that Steph would be over, and she probably will be at some point. She's probably scurrying home now to see what, you know, what she can catch, what's left of the night. You still there, Ali? Don't be shy. He's only 19 though, bless. God, it's depressing. I was that 37 years ago. Good God. Paul, behave. Now, you're just envious because he's way younger than you two. We all are. My God. Oh dear. So do I, Paul, but I haven't got any snacks in. Can you believe how unprepared I was for tonight? I didn't bring a bottle of, or didn't get a bottle of Prosecco in, which I kind of planned to do. I didn't get any snacks in. There should have been snacks, Prosecco, pop, Happy New Year, munching. Didn't happen. So unprepared for this time. As case as I can remember being 19, the rare was were taking over the canals. Oh really? Steam had actually been invented then by the time you were born, Kay. Okay. This is where the delay is really nice because now I can just sit and just enjoy whilst the gives me a bit of time to think about a comeback when. Well, there is that, Paul. Would I want to be 19 again in the world as it is now? There's two sides to that, Paul. Do I want to be 19 again? Absolutely. So I can live through Nicole, with all the experience I've gained over the years, and enjoy it from the age of 19. Absolutely. And then the flip side of that is the world's just gone mental. It's not a pretty place. I'm I haven't got kids. I'm kind of glad I haven't brought kids into the world with the way the world is, to be honest. That's a rather grim sort of thing to be saying on New Year's Eve, but yeah. So I've got mixed feelings. Yes, 19, live it all again, but the world isn't a super place at the moment. It needs to settle down. You know, all the wars that are going on at the moment, climate change, AI coming in is going to change the world in the next few years. The number of jobs that are going to become redundant down to AI, the world's going to change a lot. I don't think it's good, to be honest. Steam was the new thing back then, unlike your purple dress. Handbags at dawn. Yeah, I'm going to get my handbag in a moment, Kay. I'm gonna load it with a brick and then bring it on. I'm good to go. Not that I'd do that to you, Kay. God, that sounded pretty awful, didn't it? I've been watching too much Peaky Blinders. Yeah, absolutely. That was the way I was thinking, really. To have the experience of 50 plus years, that's the way I'm going to say it now, I'm not going to say the actual number, 50 plus years, as a 19-year-old again, would be awesome. I'd certainly make some better choices along the way. You draw the line at razor blades secreted in my cap. Okay, that's good to know. That's taking it one step too far, Kay. You know, a brick in a handbag. few bruises at worst, I'd say. Razor blades is a bit. So thank you for being considerate. Right, excuse me for one moment. I will be back shortly. Right. Hello, Renee. Happy New Year to you. You in the UK, or are you still waiting for New Year's to come in? Indeed, Kay, I am. I'm loving life. But I'd like to go back, be 19 again, and just love life for 40, 50 years. Sadly, there's some things you can't change there. I've just had a wardrobe malfunction, unfortunately. One of my suspenders on my 8-strap suspender belt has actually broken. That's not good. I think. Excuse me. Yeah, it has. So there's the strap. The clip is still clipped to the top, but that has come undone. So I'm going to have to stitch that up, get some cotton out, and just what I wanted. What a way to start the new year, eh? And here we go again. January the 1st. Very quiet. Only got 6 people watching now. I'll probably end the stream soon and then go to Fab and Webby. If people are either drifting away or yeah. Right. That's my second one done, albeit a very generous, I've got to say. I don't know if that was a double or a triple. Go on, let's do one more. I might have to move off here and it's a bit of a, what am I doing? Well, Steph's going to get here and I'm going to be in a drunken state. Stay there? Is it going to stay there? I'm going to bet it is. But I'm not that confident, so I'm going to hold that whilst I... Right, Happy New Year. Cheers. Needs more juice. posh mixer. You recognise it, do you? You recognise the Morrisons. I wouldn't call that posh. I mean, if it was posh, I'd go to Sainsbury's or Waitrose. Right. I've just gone to WhatsApp. Okay, you're typing, aren't you? So oh no, you're not. Oh, that's odd. That's only just come through. It's really odd. That was a bit of a slow. Right, it's gone very quiet, so I'm going to assume that people are not probably being very chatty now. Thank you to everybody who has taken part, Kay and Paul in particular, because you've been here throughout the night. Other people, Ali, I think you've gone now. Michael and Matthew, George, I think popped in for a short while. Probably somebody else. I can't remember. I can't remember. But thank you very much for joining me. I'm going to skip out now because it's past midnight. Steph will be here soon. I'm going to go to either Fab or Werby or both. In which case I will catch up with you, Kay, shortly. I'll drop you a message on WhatsApp. And Paul the same. If you wanna carry on, then I'll open Werby. But I will end the stream here. Happy New Year to you all. Where's the